Hi, welcome back to Centro Equestre La Luz and Live and Breathe Horses. Today we're going to start a few episodes about the Reinback. So the Reinback is a really important exercise. It's a fantastic gymnastic exercise for the horse. For the rider, or when we're on the ground, it's a great way for practicing our feel and timing, and just getting accurate with what we're doing. And it's also very good for the horse for his manners, for putting him out your space, for just moving his feet, and things like coming out the trailer. Somebody had trouble backing their horse out the trailer, but of course you have to teach them to back up before. So, Umo, what's that about? Hey. So we're going to start with Umo, just about how to start that off on the ground. I mean, he obviously knows it a bit, so we might try a bit with Muñeco after, because he knows how to back, but he doesn't really know that as an exercise. So we're going to start with that, and then in later videos we'll go on and do some ridden work with the Reinback and some exercises as well. There's several ways to back the horse on the ground, and at the end of the day, if it works, it's fine. But I'll just show the ways that I like to do it, and that might suit you. When I worked with Miguel, he used a noise, so he always said tss, 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 tss. So they got used to that, and you did that on the ground, on top, everywhere. So that's also fine. I prefer to use feel rather than a noise when possible. If there's lots of people working together making noises, and it's always I think a better learning opportunity to use feel when we can, and save noise and things for maybe a backup. So first of all, if the horse was completely uneducated, or it was a young horse, or you were worried of getting too much in his space, we start by backing him up from a bit further away. And that as well is a great exercise just for establishing limits and boundaries. You know that you can move the horse out your space is very important in whatever direction, but today we're focusing on backwards. So I would stand in front of the horse and block the front direction and the sides, and then just put energy in to ask him to get out my space. So I would start just with intention. If I stand in front of Umo here and just look back, have a bit of intention to get him out my space, and of course we've been standing here for a while, so he's not really paying much attention, a bit sleepy. So I can just up my posture, put a bit more energy in. If nothing happens, I can start creating a bit of movement there. And as soon as he shifts his weight back, I'll quit what I'm doing. I mean, he knows this a bit. If the horse really didn't know it, you might need a stick or a flag. And then, of course, you would just build that movement up and build it up and build it up and build it up with all the energy. If you have to put your hands up here, and at worst case scenario, wave a stick, jump up and down, whatever it takes to get a reaction. And then they'll learn very quickly. So that's the important part going forward. However you're going to do it, whether it's from in front, here from the side, we're always going to pay attention that we quit what we're asking as soon as the horse responds. So preferably when he makes a decision in his head. That's more tricky to see, but we can easily see when he shifts his weight. So that's when we should quit, before he even moves the foot. If he's already moved a foot, then we can just be aware that we were late and practice a bit to get that right the next time. So it's important we always do this from both sides. I mean, you see a lot of people go in to back their horse up here in the chest. Some people do that in here. So of course, if I go in there and push, he will back. Of course I can push him, but if he decided he didn't want to move, what else am I going to do from in there? And if you look from there, if I start to get in here, I put myself in a bit of a dangerous position. I mean, he's not a dangerous horse, but you never know. And like I said, what are you going to do from there? You can't physically push the horse. The horse is much heavier and stronger than we are, of course. So we're going to start here. I've got a rope halter on, which just means if I need more pressure, a stronger ask, I can close it up here with my hand. So I'm going to start off very, very gently, and if he doesn't move, I'm just going to build up the pressure till I get a reaction, and as soon as I get one, I'm going to quit. Now he already knows this, but he would back up, and it was a bit like he was kind of running away from the pressure, or just to get away from it, rather than understanding what he was doing. So let's see how it goes anyway. So I'm just going to, I'm on the right side, so I'm just going to start on this side. Important to do it from both sides, obviously. There you go. He's having a look at the cats going along the wall there. That's good. It's good to have a look around, know what's going on. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to start with my intention, get very clear what I want, up my energy, same as I did from the front, and if he doesn't move, I'm going to do a little gentle pressure here, back and forward, back and up there, and as soon as I get, see, so I was actually late there, because he'd already moved a foot when I quit. So this is a tip I learnt from Buck Brannaman, and of course you would think we want to push the horse back, which also works, but he recommends doing it with a back and forward movement. So you're going back and forward like that. So that's just uncomfortable for the horse. And then he has to work out, oh, how do I get her to quit doing that? Well, by stepping back, because that's the only door that's open. You know, the front door and the side doors are closed, so we're only leaving the back door open. So let's try that again. I'm going to go in again, hold here, prepare myself. There. So there I managed to quit before. So that's how we would start off. And then we just go building up step by step. So I would, once you've got him backing, you can ask here, and as soon as he starts to back, you can then go with him and then time up with the feet. So with each foot you can ask. And I mean, once the horse is going, if you keep your energy and focus into that backing, he should keep going till you stop. So it's a bit like here, I'm backing, and then, okay, we've stopped. And you should listen to that. You shouldn't have to keep asking every time. So let's just take a look at that. We'll do a little bit and see how we get on. And we'll try that from both sides. So first we're just looking for slow and steady steps. After that, we can look for slow, steady steps with a bit of position. So we can stand at the side relaxed and ask for a bit of position here without backing. And then we can also ask for a bit more speed and energy once we get slow and steady good. So let's have a few slow and steady steps and see how we go.
You could swim like the dolphins, like dolphins can swim. And nothing will keep us together.
It's got a bit too scary. Something scary. Cats in the bus stop. But yeah, it's, you know, it's good to learn to observe and look around and see what's going on. I wouldn't prevent that because it stops them being spooked, you know. If they can learn to be aware and just look at things, that's fine. You can look at that just calmly, you know. If they look and they can be very scared about it, you can even say, okay, look over there, but maybe do it with your head a little bit lower down so you're not, oh, up. There, good boy. Just by putting the head down more level with the withers, sometimes it's more, they are more calm. What is it? The cat's in the bus stop, Umo. So we're going to go on and do just a little bit more of that, and looking for the moment of a nice expression to quit and stop with that. It's also a very good exercise for setting the weight back, you know, for horses that tend to be a bit on the forehand or pushy. Just that thing of setting back is also good. The head position, I haven't really done that much of that with him, but I would work on those two things separately. So standing at the side with a very neutral energy, you know, very relaxed eyes, and just asking for a little bit of flexion here, you know. That he doesn't understand backwards, that he can separate the difference if there's a bit of pressure there and I'm up here putting energy in that direction. So we'll just do a few more slow and steady steps and see how we go.
I will be king, and you will be queen. Nothing will drive you away. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. Oh, we can be us just for one.
Sometimes they can get a bit stuck with the feet. So I'm just going to get in here and just give him a little bit of a reminder to pick up the energy a bit more. And he's actually coming his weight into me with his shoulders. So I'm just going to move the front end over a bit away from me and then go back to the backing up again. And there, as soon as I've got a nicer expression, I've got a nice flick of the ear there, I'm going to quit. So as soon as we get a good expression, we're going to quit. And sometimes you see the flick of the ear and you think, oh, is it because they looked at something there? But if you're in doubt, quit anyway. And then you can always do a little bit more. And yeah, that second time was better. You know, that was definitely at me, not at something else. I really enjoy that groundwork. You know, it's so nice just to practice one's skills and get more accurate and improve the feel, you know, just to be always looking, how can I present a better feel, be more precise, more present, more get there before it happens, to make it easier for my horse to do the right thing. My horse is still concerned about what's going on over there. So that's it from us today. Thank you for being with us. Keep tuning into the light and we'll see you next time.